Alright boys, welcome to Asylum Trading, and it's the daily analysis video. And today we are gonna be analyzing GBP USD and Euro USD as usual. Today is 28th of July 2025. So let's start with GBP USD. So I have marked out the previous week high and the previous week low levels. Please ignore all these drawings of me. Alright, and then we are now at 1 hour time frame. Now the 1 hour wait a second, let's move on to some other broker. Alright, and now start marking the levels. So first of all, we have this previous week low, PWL previous week low, and then we have a PWH level like this on here. That's our PWH, that's our PWL. Why did we mark it? Because, yeah, by the way, the imbalance got filled also. Wait a second. The imbalance is also filled here on W1. Alright, now the market seems to go on the bearish side really fast. And why did we mark out these levels? Because these are really nice liquidity points. So that's why we marked it out. And now let's move on to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, I can see some imbalances, but the imbalances are far above, and there aren't really much imbalances on the downside. So the price has already shifted from the price has already gone from this high to this low, and now there are some imbalances, but the imbalances are very unlikely to be filled because the imbalances are really high above on the 1 hour time frame especially. But on the 4 hour, we can see this 4 hour imbalance getting filled. It's a really nice thing, 4 hour imbalance getting filled. And we also have some another 4 hour imbalance over here, just above that imbalance, just above that, this one. Alright, so these are our 4 hour imbalances. We also have 1 or 2 more imbalances. One is here, second is here, but these are very unlikely to be filled because the market, just look at the momentum, bro. The momentum is really high, so I don't think the imbalances are gonna get filled. If this imbalance is filled, that's enough. I don't think the market is gonna get passed through this high and then go towards filling these all imbalances, right? So we are done on 4 hour. Let's move on to 1 hour. 1 hour isn't showing much things. The market is probably just like consolidating or maybe getting sideways. Not much imbalances, nothing to look at, not much details. Alright, now let's move on to the 5 minute time frame. The 5 minute time frame tells us about the Asia range. So, oh man, that's really nice. Alright, so the Asia range is here, Asia low, then we have some Asia high liquidity over here. The Asia has been just consolidating throughout the whole night, and that's really beautiful. 23.5 pip range in Asia, really nice. 4 hour imbalance got filled, and then Asia started moving downwards. Alright, really nice. Now what we can do is, first of all, the bias for today is bearish. The bias for today is of course it's bearish, and if you look at it on M1, yeah, the things are really nice. And let's start looking at euro now, because the bias on GBP is on GBP USD is bearish. The market has actually started to fall down, and in the Frankfurt window, that's the main thing to look at. The market has started falling down in the Frankfurt window. Now when 12 p.m. hits, the London window will start, and the market may take a retracement till that time, and then London will again get bearish. What I think is gonna happen, based on my analysis, based on my experience, based on the market condition which I am seeing from my perspective. Alright, so really nice things happening over here. Now let's look at the Euro USD pair. Euro USD on forex.com. Now it's almost the same things we are having on Euro USD. Wait a second. So first of all, we have this PWL level. Along with the PWL level, we also have the PWH level. That's our PWH level. We are not going to be marking the PDL and the PDH level, the previous day high and the previous day low levels, because we are in Monday, and when you are on Monday ranges, when you are in Monday trading days, you don't actually have previous day levels. Some people will say, yeah, but we can mark out Friday. Well, actually you can mark out Friday technically, but if you can do something doesn't mean you really should do something. So that's why we don't mark out previous day levels on when we are trading on Mondays, right? Because if you look it from a different perspective, Monday is the starting day of the week. Before Monday you don't really have any day, so in the week, like Monday is the first day of the week, so you don't really have any day before Monday in the starting of the week. So that's why you can really mark out any previous day levels on Monday. Alright, so that's the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame really tells us about a lot of things. So first of all, we have this imbalance over here, which I think isn't gonna get filled if the price starts to move down and if the volatility starts kicking into the market. It will be very unlikely to get filled. Alright, that's our 1 hour imbalance. And then we have a lot of imbalances on the sell side on EU, like this. We have a lot of them, like, because the market actually was in an uptrend, and when the market is in an uptrend, it of course it will create imbalances, it will leave them unfilled and all those things. So that's why we have a lot of imbalances. And now let's move towards Asia range. The Asia range on euro is very similar to GE, because in terms of like consolidation, right? In terms of consolidation, it's really similar. We have around 30 pip range on EU, the sideways consolidation range, and like this, our Frankfurt window started from here. We maybe like swept, or I don't think so we swept, but what I think is we are now getting a run on liquidity on Asia low instead of sweeping it. And if we maybe the price the price may do a retracement into this 1 hour imbalance, and then the direction is going to be bearish for today's London session. So that's my point of view. That's the reversal points I think the market is gonna respect. So right now I don't think that it's the real time to trade. It's not the best time to trade, but what I will be doing is I will be waiting for some liquidity sweeps on buy side, and then maybe this imbalance getting filled, and maybe this imbalance getting filled, or maybe this trend line getting swept on GU. By the way, if we are going to short, we really have to short GU, because the GU is moving really well as compared to EU when it comes to bearish impulses, because the reason lies in Euro GBP. When you look at Euro GBP is the pair which has made this high, so it's at a high. Euro GBP has already gone on to a high, breaking out the previous high. Alright, when Euro GBP rises like this, when it's extremely bullish, what happens is Euro is more bullish and GBP is less bullish, or maybe you can say Euro is bullish and GBP is bearish. Alright, now any bullish moves which will be having in both pairs, Euro will be performing them really well as compared to GU, and any bearish moves will be performed much better on GU as compared to Euro. Alright, GU will be having bigger bearish impulses, and GU will be having much more bigger impulses than Euro, and Euro will be having much more bigger bullish impulses than GU. Alright, so that's the thing. Now let's move towards the chart. Alright, the price has already done a liquidity sweep, or of maybe I think so, like all this trend line liquidity, and because the trend has been really shifted to bearish, so I don't think so it may reverse from here. I don't think so it's gonna get reversed from here. What I think is the liquidity sweep has been done, and now it may take a retracement somewhere till here, or maybe till the imbalance, and then it will start falling from here. That's the thing, because the market does the same thing over and over again. The same thing. If you look at here, we had some equal highs, we had a sweep of them, and then we had a bearish breakout structure. Really nice. Alright, if you look at here, we filled into this imbalance, and wait a second, we filled into this imbalance, we took out this high, and then we had a bearish breakout structure. and these things are getting repeated in the market over and over and over and over and over again. All right, we also, if you look at here, we had a sweep of structure, we mitigated into supply, mitigation into supply, and then we had a bearish break of structure. So the same things are repeating in the market, and as I said, it is not a real sweep, and the market will reverse from here, and I think the Frankfurt has already started reversing from here, so that's actually really nice. All right, so that was the video for today. We have analyzed euro. The bias is bearish, the reversal points are maybe this imbalance or maybe somewhere over here. All right, but the direction is bearish, of course. And same on GU, the direction is bearish, the bias is bearish, the reversal points which we marked out are not much, so we have to look we have to keep a close eye in the market. The market will will start falling from anywhere in this range. All right, the market isn't gonna be filling out all those higher time frame imbalances. It will not go upside. The direction is of course bearish. All right, so I will see you guys in the next New York session market update video, in which we are gonna be analyzing the New York session for bias, for reversal points, etc. All right, I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care, and if you learned something new, if you like the content, subscribe and like the video and the channel. All right, bye.